Hey, yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? It's Levi with Member Solutions. On over here with Phone Support. How y'all doing? I got something really cool. Hey, hi, howdy, how you doing? Look at this thing. That's whatever that is. Look at this. It works too. Like it fully functions. I'm gonna modify my thing here so I can see the comment section a little bit better. But so I got this, and it works completely. What I really like about this, obviously, is the hey, hi, howdy. Gotta be a little bit careful about that because I don't want to hurt the screen. Where the weight is, it presses on this part of the screen. So I gotta be a bit careful about that. But that's pretty easy to fix down the road. Um, Either way, we'll be able to do some stuff. So, who here had an old Mac? Who here had an old one? Look at this thing. It goes all the way down. Look at that. Look at that. Ah. Okay. I was too. I never had one of these growing up. These were out of the price for. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Yeah, no Drool Bunny. I never did either. Outside of school, these things weren't available to me, and most of my schools that I went to didn't have them either. But I had a few schools that uh had some Macs, and then I had there was a foster home that had I think a Mac at one point, but I don't think I ever really was allowed on it. So um, I don't know what button to press to open this. This is the CD thing. I've been able to get it open, but I don't know. Like, apparently, there's supposed to be a dedicated button on the keyboard, but I don't have that keyboard. Michael, I'm doing okay. It's one of those things where this isn't a new computer, right? This isn't a new thing. This is a very very old computer. This is running what is this? Nope, that's not the right thing. About this Mac. 10.3.4 Mac OS X, which was the what a bunch of stuff was essentially built off of going forward. Like this thing, you know, left click works on it natively. Hope you're having a good night. I'm having a good night. What does Member Solutions deal with? Just a bunch of accidental items. Just got a bunch of something off of Amazon. Okay. Getting into trouble? Absolutely. By the way, if you guys have Twitch and you have Prime, you can support us without it costing you a dime. What I'm going to do before I go downstairs and really get into making some videos with y'all is I'm going to make some food. But I wanted to show this off. I think you can actually put more memory in here. I think this can actually have like up to a gig of memory. Jurassic Park. Oh my god. Oh hey, that's cool. It tilts all the way up like that. So like I can be standing and like looking down. That's cool. Like if you had a standing desk, you could tilt it the way. You gotta play some number munchers. I don't know I don't think it has number munchers, but it does have um something else on it. How do I turn magnification on? I have no idea what that is. But we've got Earthlink, whatever that is. I had just gotten into some stuff. Here it is. So go into the hard drive here. Some older stuff. So I don't know what this all is. There's a bunch of stuff on here that was left on here. Yeah, Final Draft, which is funny. Earthlink was an ISP back in the day. That's what it was. Don't forget to like. So, have you read the books of Legend? I don't know. I was just there. I just found a couple applications. Applications. Here we go. So we've got chess. We've got the DVD player, iMovie, iChat, iCalculator, font book. What the fuck is font book? Oh, it's just a bunch of different fonts to mess with. All right, whatever. Some Adobe readers. A couple of different ways. Here's a game, Desmos Rising, DEIMOS Rising. It was like AOL during the dial-up period. So you don't worry about it. I learned to edit videos with my Mac in your senior year. I need to find out how to get rid of the old thing on there, right? So like we do have a game called Demos Rising, whatever that is. Ambrosia software website. I don't know what that is. We got Quicken. We have chess. We have Sherlock. Like Norton, is it not Norton? No, it doesn't show anything in there right now. And we got some utilities, an audio. Apparently, there used to be some type of Bluetooth and airport. So I might be able to get that to work if I can get an airport card. I might be able to get internet to work. And these old systems can, like, some of them can still connect to internet. And if I can get it connected to internet, it'll make things a lot easier. It'll be pretty slow for downloading stuff, but it'll be easier than me having to like jump around the computers and shuffle things around and all that. Sons of Aries, also one of the two moons of Mars. Only worry if the engine logo pops up. Air Cherry haze on ice cream. Just got a question for you. Do you and John have to deal with copyright? Kind of. We're very careful about it. We haven't gotten takedown notices yet because we fall pretty squarely into parody. And there we go. And so that's one of the things that we are pretty careful about. Now, the thing to worry about more so is music. We've had issues with music than anything else. There was a video that did get taken down that we had no idea why they got flagged, and that was my Red Dwarf video. And I had people saying, "Oh, it must be because you used the Red Dwarf logo." And I'm like, "Nah, I recreated that logo from scratch." So that wasn't the issue there. It may have looked like the Red Dwarf logo. It was not the Red Dwarf logo. We're gonna just make ourselves. Good morning, Stephen. How goes it? Missed you yesterday. By the way, I don't have the ticker up for you guys to do donations in specific spots. I'm sorry about that. There we go. I love how I remember that because Stephen's one of our biggest donation supporters. Probably why. We're gonna set that. You were asleep. No, it's all good, Steve. So just read an article on changes they're making to the Joker. He's currently floating in a tank and talking through a computer. Oh, that's lovely. I can't look any of that up. I don't have internet access on this thing quite yet, and even if I did, it'd be very, very, very limited. But Stephen, look at this thing. Let's look at this ancient thing. Look at it. You can get you set up. Yeah, there we go. So we got this is like super old Bluetooth. I am surprised that there is Bluetooth on it. I've got to figure out how to get that working. Now the reality is that a lot of the software that the latest that it can run is 2005, which maybe 2006, and it's gonna kind of struggle on some of that stuff. But I got to decide what I want it to use for besides just writing. And what I'm thinking is I'll use it for, I'll have a couple games. I'll have it for as soon as I can figure out how to connect an external hard drive to it where it won't hate the speed of which it runs. And what I'll do is I'll use it for some low end editing and maybe making thumbnails and stuff like that, because I can install like Photoshop and stuff like that to it. Backpacking those together back in robotics for Minecraft server. When Discord beep, my phone doesn't alert after one. Share the link in the pics and memes. Oh god, the Joker goes how 3,000. It was on Yahoo's front page. So where's John at? Chris might be here in a bit. We've got some time. I need to eat more food. I didn't eat a whole lot today. So what I'm doing now is making myself some food. Because it's kind of a whatever. Ran way over time. Home soon. So Chris is he's going to get on probably relatively soon, by the looks of it. So we will have John after a bit. But this gives me time to get some food together. While we're waiting, we can chat about all the old tech and everything. If you guys do donate to the GoFundMe, just let me know. I want to make sure to say thank you and everything. Tobias, what's going on? Supernatural, if it comes back, it's not going to come back in the way that it was. So I don't know. What is grab? You guys can look at it with me. I don't know. Oh, it's a screen capture. Oh, that's what that is. I don't know how to use it yet, but that is what that is. It's a screen capture. iPod? Oh my god, you guys remember iPods? Man, it's been a while since that. There's System Restore. So if I wanted to reboot it and wipe everything off of here, I could do that now. I don't want to lose any of the stuff. I just want to effectively kill the things that are the reason why I can't move forward. Terminal. I'm guessing the terminal is only for my side of the computer. I love the little shaky thing. So this is definitely going to be interesting trying to figure that out. It's been a while since I've had to run things like this. As someone who's only seen the sketches, this is surreal. Hey, we don't look at the messy microwave right now. I had it clean, then it got dirty. I have it clean, then it gets dirty. It's just bad rotation of things right now. No one look at the microwave. I'm not putting food directly on it. It's fine. Oh my God, is right. You gotta clean my damn microwave. You're the one who made the mess, Tobias. A couple more minutes and our food will be ready. We need new PS2 era style games. Just saying, they had decent stores. So they still make games. This is really cool. This is the reason why I decided to get this. So the reason why I decided to, in this one specifically, the reason why is because there's a big community. And there's community for Windows, but like it's not as organized as it is for the Mac enthusiast. And so there's community, and this one in particular was recommended because you can take its OS all the way to 10.4, which will give you all the way up to about 2005, 2006 software. But you can also, the reason why you go to 10.4 is you have a way to actually click it back to 09 software, and so it runs like a dual boot, but inside of itself. And so you can click it and it'll roll back temporarily and let you use older software that you might have on here. And I think that's really cool because it means I can get everything from like, think of it this way. You can use things from like Windows 95, 98, XP, Vista, all the way up to 2005 stuff. And I think that is fantastic versus being locked into a sphere of stuff. You have this giant list of software that you own when you grab it. It's old enough that no one cares. For whatever reason, my phone is here again. That's weird. Not notice that. Let's get that plugged in. Anyone else have notice the fluctuation? But what's really cool is that there are people still coding and making things for this, and so I'm gonna have some fun trying to get it to life. Had a bad character in D&D. Just got fireball. Nobody expects the bard. We have Shower Tucker. If you have to cast it by saying "Goodness gracious, great follows." Cool, Mac Levi. Thank you, Philip. Who's the character? And then Marge brings up another thing is worst case scenario if I really don't want to use this in the fashion that I'm currently thinking of using it in. I could technically strip all the internals, take this off, sell all those online for more than what I spent on it, to be honest, and insert in an iMac or a Mini 4 or whatever it is, the M4, and as well as a external monitor and hook it up. Bam, I would have, one of the newer ones in there. I don't want to do any of that. The only reason to do that would be for editing purposes. And I have computers that can edit. I'm safe to cause chaos, and you're safe to cause chaos. You have a meme idea based off the second breakfast in this map. The coding from back there was simpler, maybe. Not easy. The coding from back there was simpler, maybe not easier, but simpler. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's keychain access. Hello. That's my keychain access. That's not the other person's keychain access. Let me. Damn. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of that other password. I'll do that later, though. Let me go grab food. We can sit down. We can eat.
So stupid.
Tonight's dinner. Have you eaten? Have you hydrated? We've got and taking meds. We got tea. We've got noodles and chicken. And we've got an old school mac. We're going to get this all set up to where it won't yell at me about my, yeah. But I know you don't mean because you were, is that a G4 iMac? It is a G4 iMac. And then it turns. There's actually the plastic, the original plastic right here still on it. I asked the person who I got it off of eBay, which I got it off of eBay for really damn cheap, under $100. When it got here, it got shipped in like the cheapest way to ship this, but with a bunch of fucking bubble wrap. Like I'll show you. It was a Lowe's cardboard box, and then just a bunch of bubble wrap. It got shipped here in a box, bubble wrap, and a prayer, and it survived. I'm very happy it survived. And now this one has internal speakers and internal mic. It can burn DVDs and CDs. It can read them. So there is potential for me to do, and I can reuse the bubble wrap. There's potential for me to do enough on here that it's worth keeping for me. Even if all it turns into is a productivity center. For those who don't know, a productivity center is like, hey, you don't have internet on it. You just have the basic software that you need on there to do things. So and I tend to multitask. And what I can do is if I can get everything up and running, even if it's just for me writing, is I can get all the software necessary for me to do normal writing on here. And then I format, I can get a 16 gig USB drive. That's the largest it will read. I looked it up. I got to make sure that it works the way I want, but that's the largest it will read. And that will allow me to move things kind of back and forth between whatever device I want it to. Now, at some point, I found there was like a thing in here in the users. There is Dropbox, like literally there's a folder in here and it's called Dropbox. I don't know what it does, but if it's what I think it is, I think whoever had this had it connected to current internet, at least until it wasn't functional for them anymore. Now, the person on eBay said that they found it on the side of the road. I don't think that's true, but they did give me an area, a location. So, Dropbox is a cloud-based storage. I know what Dropbox is, but Dropbox back then shouldn't have existed. Like, did Dropbox exist in 2005? Ace Ventura. Probably not going to do anything with that for a little. You need lots of layers of bubble wrap to work as sound reduction. Bubble wrap was originally meant to be wallpaper. Oh yeah, that's right. It was. Villain's part. How can I help you? For a human to talk to their. Oh, Ace Ventura versus the Predators. Oh. Redneck style reminds me of the way that Goodwill ships things to basically wrap things in an entire ball. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Ace would win hands down. He's got a stinky plane. Hey, come on now.
Don't I thought about the game besides I use the jump attack instead
Yeah.
of the normal attack.
Well, there's no reason this thing to have Dropbox.
How was it?
The thing, like the latest it was functional was 2005. John Wick or Agent 47. I'm not going to be able to stay on long. Just wanted to say hi. Hey, an O or an A? Dags? No, Rico would make it go boom. The Penguins of Madagascar. I was missing half a chat. Penguins of Madagascar. Penguins of Madagascar.
Fucking
That's a good one. You okay, buddy?
no.
What's going on over there?
Fucking game. Sucking with fucking trolls. It's a fun game. It's just they need properly update the controls.
You sure you just don't need to
No!
get good?
Levi? I bet if you play this, you die almost immediately. You can't say shit.
Well, what is it?
The Roblox game. I know you don't play Roblox, so you don't know any of the mechanics. Was I right?
So pissed him off so badly.
Can't say shit.
Hey, Pickle, how you doing?
Shit.
Okay, how about we calm down on the language? Oh, look at that Python 2.3. Printers, QuickTime, preferences, packages. We got logs, JavaScript.
Oh.
This is a reminder. Tobias
Oh.
brush teeth. This is a reminder. Tobias brush teeth.
Someone sounds Smith, just a little bit. Levi, I'm so sorry for listening. Yeah. I did PT today. Let's find out the game and go troll Tobias. You don't need the swear jar. I don't mind that they swear. They just do it a little bit too much. No, Debbie, I'm not worried about the demonetization. For this, it's not monetization. I don't think I even turned monetization on today. On the YouTube side. By the way, if you guys got Twitch and you got Prime, you can support us without it costing you a dime. So I am just blown away by the fact that everything works as well as it did. Because I got this, I wasn't expecting it to function. I wasn't expecting it to not break. It needs to be clean, but nothing's cracked that I can find. Nothing's broken. Hey, Amanda, how goes it? I also have her daughter and a big bunny, and she's living, hasn't named her yet. Hey, Tobias, you don't have to worry about demonetization. No. Yeah. Still don't want to
Oh, hell
get
no.
yelled at by YouTube.
Why can't I really say? Finally.
Roblox is like 20, 22 years old. Is it? You have a rule for your kiddos, no swearing unless it can be justified. Our rule in the house is just don't overuse it. Like, it doesn't need to be your main part of your vocabulary. Drops a short videos idea on hero suggestions, and we will be getting to those today. I'm going to record at least one video. Chris is going to be popping on probably here soon. He's going to get home, get some stuff settled, and then he's going to pop on, and we're going to go from there. Are you telling me that I might be able to play Roblox on the computer that I have set up? Are you telling me that I could get it to work on here with all of its 200 and something megabytes of RAM?
Oh my swear.
256 megabytes DDR SD RAM. Which again, I can upgrade it to, I think, a full solid gig. We have, I have to double check that, but you know, the latest software was Adobe from 2005. It's the oldest bit of software that this thing has on it. No way. That is crazy that I can have it on such an old computer. I had a coworker and their responsive personality was machine gun swearing. They were fired for dropping multiple F-bombs in front of the store manager. Gotta be careful with that. So at some point they had an airport in this. Audio MIDI. They had some type of audio thing.
God.
They had Final Draft, so they had that.
God. I am not because like
I feel like this was somebody that thought that they were getting this for a bunch of things, and it turned out that it didn't do the things that they needed to, and they just tossed it away. But it came from California, so I'm not really surprised. This type of thing's pretty rare here. And what about Dropbox that came out in 07? I told someone to F off at work. They got fired. Well, I don't know. The date of that file, the Dropbox file, doesn't sound... So the date of the file was made 04. So that's not even a thing. It's locked to the other owner, so I can't even see what's in it, if there's even anything in here. Now, the thing is, there's only about, I've got about 60 gigs of space left on the 80 gig hard drive. I guarantee you some of it's been partitioned. 66 gigs. So, it does make me wonder how much is on there, because there's honestly not a whole lot on here. Gators are evil. You got fired for being sick. I've seen that too. And technically, I got fired for I got a write up for having to go to the ER once. And get fired from that incident. I got fired shortly after though. And see, I don't even think they clicked delete. I think it literally was just so old and no one thought it worked. But it does.
God.
Person on eBay basically plugged it in, saw it was locked, didn't know how to unlock it, didn't know how to get into it beyond that. Put it on eBay for really cheap. I saw it. It was on there for like $100, and I was like, I don't want to pay $100 for this, because they were doing like 30 some bucks in shipping, which is like one of the lowest shipping prices I could find for these type of things. And then I was like, okay, forget it. And then I got like $30 off of it or something like that. So I got it for like 65 plus the shipping. And then I got a keyboard and mouse that hasn't showed up yet. That actually goes to this computer, but that was from a separate person. I went ahead and spent some money on the speakers, and this is money I've set aside for different things. So all that money is going to go right back into the accounts once I transfer things around. I didn't transfer anything around because I'm making sure everything works and functions. As long as it works and functions, I don't need to do a claim or anything. The only time you'd feel sorry for Pennywise, would modern hardware be compatible with an old system? Depends on the hardware. Some people go out of their way to code stuff that is meant for really low end or old hardware, but most things no. Now, like I said, one of the things I can do, I can strip this, but keep the case effectively and put in more modern hardware. But that defeats my purpose of what this is supposed to be. I have my tablet, right? My tablet will function as my Google. It will function as me being able to watch Netflix while I'm working and stuff. Because what I'll do is I'll put on a sitcom. If I'm writing something that's funny, I like to watch something that's funny. Because I can get stuck on something. I'll be like, okay, I'm stuck. I'm just gonna pay attention to the sitcom. I'll laugh and I'll be like, that's like, oh, that would be good if I rewrote something like this. And like it'll spark something and I'll go and I'll write. The problem that I've had as of late, I love the laptop. It's really, really powerful. But I'm splitting it across different screens. I'm doing a bunch of things, and I get distracted by forcing myself to have like my tablet can run Netflix, it can do Google, it can do some low end things. It's not going to let me do a bunch of things. So click it, set it there, it does its thing. Get music and being able to write on here working, and I'm good there. Technically speaking, if I can get the internet working, there is a functional net for these older stuff. It just doesn't work very well. Got trapped with Excalibur from Soul Eater. Fool! You have toastable bread, preserves, old trick I learned in my college. Keep energy levels up. What is going on? What am I missing here? The psychological thing? I can't stand the thought of soup. Oh, yeah, no. I have that I can force down our peanut butter or lime sherbet. Why do you keep going into... Why do you keep downing your thing? It's screensaver, isn't it? System preferences, I think. Yeah, energy saver. Let's turn that to 15 minutes. Oh, apparently the max is 10 minutes. Oh my god. The screensavers! The screensavers! Hold on. We can test. One of the things I'm really happy about this is that I looked it up and it does have the audio visualization stuff. I might have to download some software for it. But so when I'm cooking or something, I can put music on here and Look at that. Oh, we're gonna use the Cosmos. When screensavers were good. Look at that. He kind of moves and slides. It's just a picture. And just kind of zooms in and out and then switches to another picture. You need compatible drivers. Yeah, compatible drivers is the main thing. Best bit was when the Excalibur was about to call death. Fool then realized. Love Soul Eater. Soul Eater was pretty good. I liked it. What happens to the Borg? Idea the Yautja clans are at war because of MTG and Yu-Gi-Oh! Debbie been there. Therefore, the only options I have that I can eat are peanut butter. And I'm sure I got tired of chips. Here's what I'll say. If you have tortillas and you've got peanut butter, tortilla and peanut butter, like you don't need to make it complicated. You don't need peanut butters. Peanut butter is a really good food to still be able to functionally eat. Is it going to give you everything you need? No, but it's going to give you protein. It's going to give you some vitamins. It's going to keep you alive. Oh, no. You got to make a thick one. Put it down the middle. You just put it down the middle. And then you kind of, you can kind of make a T with it, make a cross, and you roll it up, and you eat it like that. But you. I love the forest. It's just a bunch of pictures of forest. Yeah, I'm gonna do Cosmos. But yeah, I can click classic. Oh, you guys can't see it. But I can click classic 9 and it will switch. It also has something really cool where instead I found out that it had a mic on it. I was playing chess, and it's actually an accessible chess where I can click it and I can say what move, and it will move to that location. Peanut butter toast with honey cinnamon. Yeah. Peanut butter for the nutrients, maybe lime sherbet for later. Going with peanut butter, absolutely. Been hungry can make you nauseous. Yeah, try eating slowly. Just thinking, just eat the peanut butter. I was just thinking, just eat the straight peanut butter. Hey, yeah, you can do that too. Particle fountain screensaver, that was pretty cool. Yeah. Sherbet ain't great on an empty stomach. So often I go through something where you can't eat. You cannot do peanuts, nuts, or peanut butter, sadly. My spouse has a problem with nuts too. But say what you want. I know you guys want to. Although I don't think I'm going to mess with the way this thing looks right now. I don't think this has any updates either. Because I'm 10.3 instead of 10.4. And then we got that Earthlink shit. I don't know. No. I'm gonna like we don't do a whole lot of stuff. We really don't. Like I've done some things, but if you really want to learn, just find an app that you think you'll like. I would suggest CapCut, and literally just start experimenting. Look up tutorials if you want to know how to do something specific, but it's more about doing than it is anything else. Night Slayer, you have a good night. Yeah, me too, man. I got tons of brothing covered for exactly. I have one of those and can eat something proper a bit later. Hey, Wild Zoo, how you doing? I don't like shutting down people when it comes to learning things. But that's one of those things where you should hands-on experience will teach you much faster. Record yourself, figure out how to cut, figure out how to paste. Really do that. Yeah, Clark, pretty much. It does depend on the software. Some software is easier. That's why I suggested CapCut. CapCut's a really user-friendly software. It has a free version, it has a paid version. Don't pay for something until you've used the free version and you run into a paywall. And if you want to do something that's on a paywall, first look up to find out if there's a way to do it outside of the paywall. Because learning how to do transitions by simply fading in and fading out scrollers that are available in the free version will also help you out down the road on how to do those same transitions for an effect down for something else. But it all depends on the type of video you want to do. That's the main thing. Sound installers. Oh my god, it has AOL. Oh my god. Yeah, and you guys see the AOL. Irving, what if the outro were recommended to try the John? Hold on. And inspired by both Kevin McAllister and MacGyver for offense and defense. You kind of have to build up to that kind of thing. I found out the hard way. There's plenty of people who haven't seen. Like I had somebody comment, I was like, "Holy shit, this was made a year ago." Well, I wasn't. I showed this a year ago on one of my Kevin videos. You got mail. I think I saw this type of computer more on movies and TV shows than I did actually in real life. It has Adobe Reader 5 and has Adobe Reader 7. Huh. I feel like you don't need both, but all right. Worst case scenario on all this thing. What I can do is I can double check any software that I have on here that I might want to keep. And I can wipe this completely, start from scratch. It would suck. Just in the sense of like, I'd have to re-download anything I wanted to keep. But that is an option to like clear it up, start from scratch as if it was 100% new. As if it didn't have any of that software. And then install the software as I need it, as I feel the need for it. Like Microsoft Office, definitely would install. And I'd install the newest version I possibly could on it. How many people work with villain support? In lore or in reality? Do a backup? I could, yeah, I could figure out how to do that. I was never a Mac guy. I was more of a regular PC. They got stickies. What's stickies? It's actual sticky notes. Look at that. I wasn't sure if that was actually what I thought it was. I had this on one of my older computers. When I was first doing villain support stuff at an older computer, my kiddo has that same computer. I had these on there. They did not get used. How do I close these out? That's it. You keep notes like these on your screen. You use sticky notes as a reminder. That's actually really good. That's really good because that I can use literally for what it is. For like, hey, I need to get this, and this. Oh my god, Clippy. Clippy? No. I need to do the board video of them getting taken over by Clippy. I need to do that video. All right. We got about 21% power.
Oh my god. I got this.
We do not speak his name. Bad. Everyone, I love the fact that Clippy is still so widely known. They're programming hacking on a closed network at school. I could access any school computer, including teachers, and they made you bring your own laptop. As if that would have stopped it. Hey, clean up your mess. All right. It is now 8:23. We've been live for an hour while I got dinner settled and taken care of. What we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs. And now we're going to work. We're going to get some stuff done. We're going to make a video or 3 or 2 or however many. We found a list of everyone's passwords and clear text. That's funny. Good night, kiddo.
Wait, can we watch after you're done?
Yeah. Got a lot of cleaning to do down here, too. Contacted the landlord about that leaking. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean it up again. Since it is a self-cleaning thing, it could be just going through constant self-cleaning cycles. So we're going to clean it up and see how often it actually spews out the water and keep an eye on it. Or if maybe the water just isn't dissipating like it's supposed to. It got cold. Fucking snowing again. It's fucking March. It should be warming up. Good thing I didn't buy stuff for gardening, which I did. Because of course I did. I set money aside for gardening stuff a while ago. Had enough to at least start the process until Killer gets his vet appointment taken care of. And we get that taken care of. And if we have to pay out of the ass for either one of those, it's the only thing of gardening that we're going to have. Because I don't have the money to get 2 more of them. I got a raised garden bed. And here's a cheap one. But it'll do the job that I want it to do. StreamYard. That stuff is expensive. It is. That's the reason for that. So the reason for get some 5-gallon buckets, Levi. Yeah, I'm not saying that I can't go and get really fucking cheap on my gardening stuff. What I'm going to do is I have an area that we want to garden in. And the first thing I bought is a corner piece. I had a little thingy that I drew up for me and my kiddo. I saved the picture. And it's a stupid little picture. You guys can make fun of me for it, but I don't care. But I'll show you. And we can get to work on some other stuff. It's cold down here, though. It's the 56 chill. I mean, it's not bad, but like it's colder than what I'd like it to be. I need to take this up. Take that upstairs. All right. We got to plug in my phone while we are waiting on stuff. Because we got to charge the phone to at least 50%, or at least keep it plugged in this whole time. Get fire seeds, Levi, for legal reasons. This is a joke. Okay. I'll trade you my -2. Yeah, Ian, it's not bad, but this is 56 degrees inside of my office. Not great, and it's a cold 56 too. It's not a like, oh, it's 56 and it's 80 degrees outside. No, it's 56 and it's 36 outside. So it's not great. This is the bucket. It's not a special bucket, but this one's mine. You're doing TF2. I believe I was changing to that. Yeah. So right as I get downstairs. Right as I get downstairs. Right when we finish eating, when we get downstairs, I'm about to show people the garden layout that I plan on doing. That's when he comes in.
I have the best timing. I ruin everything.
All right, so I'm gonna go over this, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna work on some stuff. Perfect timing. So this red right here, and this red and yellow. This red right here is my fence line. Okay, Irving, just MacGyver drop. Oh yeah, Chris, you know Clippy, right?
Clippy from the old Windows.
Yeah.
Windows Office.
Please tell me. I'm going to give you an idea, and I really hope you can run with this. Clippy takes over the Borg.
Oh God.
So that's your idea. While I keep these, while I talk to them.
You got one line. It looks like you're trying to assimilate a new species.
Yes. And it's a meme. If you want to look up the meme, there is a meme.
I'm sure it is.
Levi got a call from him saying he's having fun with all the scrap alien tech. John got a call from the Yacht Chiefs saying they're being pursued. Okay, so the red outline here is my fence. It's a privacy fence, so it's really large. I can't move it or you do anything with it. The yellow here is technically a part of a building, so it's technically fence / I can't do anything with that either. This is 1 tree, 2 tree, and 3 tree, and this little black dot is like it's what's called a fairy garden. It's basically a bunch of rocks built up, and then like you have dirt inside of it, so it's like a raised garden bed as well. But it's completely unusable. Like I cannot salvage it without more work than I feel like putting into it. I might work on it some this year, but it is not going to be usable this year. This gray right here is literally concrete. This green right here is where I'm going to put my garden. And so I'm going to have a little corner raised garden piece here, and then I'm going to have a straight garden piece here. Now, the 2 corner pieces are not going to have a greenhouse type thing on it. They're not going to be covered. They're not going to be year-round garden. It's going to be I plant whatever grows, and I harvest whatever I can harvest before the next winter kills everything. This green part right here, though, that one is planned to be 24/7. And you might be like, well, why didn't you buy this one first instead of buying one of the corner pieces? Specifically because this one was more expensive than the corner piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some buckets, like Levi said, and I'm going to go grab dirt. I'm going to go grab topsoil because there's a ton of construction in Utah all the damn time. And I just have to look and find somebody saying, hey, come grab free topsoil, free dirt or whatever. I'm going to go grab that stuff because it's going to be nutrient dense and rich. And then I'm going to fill it up and I will grow whatever the hell I want without having to pay for a bunch of dirt. So there we go. You guys see my nice little drawing I have for my very simple garden that I planted. Yeah, the greenhouse is more expensive and more work, which is exactly why it's not happening anytime soon. Well, I have a couple what is effectively buckets. I have upstairs on the porch. There is 2 really old, but very deep, very large cat litter boxes. They've been cleaned out. They were used for my garden last year, but we planted really late. So this year we'll plant a little bit earlier. And that's what we'll use for up there. You drop something in the GoFundMe?
I didn't.
No. I did. I don't know how many times I can tell you I sent the packet. Whatever. I don't care.
keep getting emails from the guys for the DJI mic, and I was like, I dropped that off. You don't have it. That's on you. Philip, thank you. That's awesome. Philip just dropped another $100 towards Killer's vet bills. You guys
sweet.
are awesome. Thank you. Well, yeah, like I was telling everyone, and I like to be candid and clear. All the stuff you guys see me talking about is like that money was scheduled, and I'm moving money elsewhere to go to Killer and everything. Basically, the money I give myself is in an account that I can use for like food and games on average. If I want to use it for anything else, I have to like transfer it to the bank, and it takes a few days. And I didn't want to transfer it if I was going to turn around and have to return the shit anyways. I didn't want to transfer the money out just to have to return it. So as soon as the last thing I need to test is the speakers, and once those are fully done, then I can transfer all the money out that I have out there. They'll cover that, and then that will get moved over to Killer's Fund. And then the garden stuff, I don't count that because that's to help our food cost. Because I'm cheap and I like potatoes. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We've got. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. If I plant the potatoes out there, it'll be a different thing. But we'll figure that out later. Right now, we're gonna rein all that other talk in. I love doing that. This going forward is let's work on some sketches. Let's do some reading and working on stuff. If you guys have an idea, grow potatoes in a cardboard box. Why a cardboard box? You got me distracted and curious at the same time. Why a cardboard box? Because I can cut the cardboard box open and access the potatoes? We are the Borg. It would really help us if you lower your shields and stop resisting. You can easily. Oh, okay, yeah, you can. And they break down. Yeah, okay, that's understandable. You're surprised I don't have an indoor herb garden? They would die. They would die. My plants inside cannot need constant water. They cannot need. Like, I am surprised that the plant, the succulent plant I have, has lived as long as it has. And like, if I have an outdoor garden, I can keep it watered enough that I'm not concerned. If I forget about it for a day or two, it's not that big of a deal. My plants are going to be happy with me, but they're not going to die, especially with until the summer hits. It's not that big of a deal. And because I have to water the lawn to keep it alive, that's something I'm going to be setting up automatically this year. I'm not concerned about outdoor gardens so much as the indoor ones and them dying on me. I can grow things, just not inside. Every time, my entire life, I've never been able to keep a plant that needed constant care alive inside the house. Outside, sure. Inside, not so much. Domino from Marvel versus Leprechaun on back. More potatoes. Get more potatoes. Oh, and you can layer for deeper plants. Ah, yeah. And Death by Kitty. Oh, that's an unrelated thing. So say it's give amateur farmers tax break first time seeders. You'd have to like farm like a significant amount to get that. I looked into that one. Terribly sorry, but would you mind awfully lowering your shields and surrendering yourselves to the nearest drone so we can assimilate you into our Johnny collective? Jolly good. Hold on. Jolly good. Jolly good. Terribly sorry, but would you awfully mind lowering your shields and surrendering yourselves to the nearest drone so that we can assimilate you into our Jolly collective? Jolly good. It needs a bit of work on the wording, but that is funny too. So we got Stitch's Thor Part 2 needs to be filmed. Bumbling Time Traveler Episode 2 needs to be filmed. Hulk Needs Help needs to be reviewed and gone over. D&D characters question their godlike abilities. You're currently working on Clippy and the Borg, right? Okay. So that gives Clippy and the Borg. We need a Predator video. That's what we need. Ideas start now. Could I scroll through the hundreds of, possibly thousands of ideas I have? Yes. Do I want to? No. Let's just see what you guys have. And if nothing else, it gives my phone more time to charge. Predators versus Minions. How would that one work out? That's actually not a bad one with the new Minions movie coming out. That one we could totally do. Ace Ventura would be a little bit harder to justify. Bugs Bunny would be funny. We could do the wrong turn at Albuquerque joke. Clippy and Badgie wrote. Oh, Badgie! Oh my God, Badgie! That's I would have to write that one. Predators versus the original Betty Boop. Why? We got to give Betty Boop more powers. Predators versus Bon Bon and Kiki from Sluggy Freelance. I don't know what that is. Intruders detected on the cube. Would you like A? Vent into space. C. Ignore them and let them sabotage. Oh my God. So funny to me. Hunter becomes haunted. Elmer Fudd. Oh, that might not be a bad one. I don't know how I do that. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. I might have one. We did Inspector Gadget once. It did not do very well. I don't know if it was Borg or what. Yeah, it was Borg Attack, Star Trek, Inspector Gadget Borg. I think Predator versus Inspector Gadget might be a good one to do. Pinhead and well, the cube versus the cube, effectively. Your meds are kicking in. Fair warning. Predators versus Gremlins. Predators versus Kenshin. Daffy Duck. Second Soul Eater. You're okay. Rena from Supernatural. Inspector Gadget calls because his iOS is out of date. We did Predators versus Mr. Bean. That did really well. I'm not entirely sure how I would be able to improve that one. That one's one of those where it was such an off-ball one. It worked really well, but doing it again, I don't think I could get that same magic without like scripting that one out. Predators versus Inspector Gadget. I feel like something there for sure. There's a few of them that we've got. Yeah. Well, that'd be similar to like Predators or Mr. Bean, to be honest. Like Jar Jar Binks, Mr. Bean, Milo Murphy's Law. All those guys just have an unnatural bad luck surrounding them, but they wind up on top usually. Couple more call in saying the thing is that like if I do an Inspector Gadget versus Predators, that's definitely one that Chris should probably be on the Predator side. I've had mixed results with me taking predator calls. As of late, they've done better. But there's definitely, if I put them against like a full-on recognized quote unquote hero, I'm gonna get a good portion of comments asking, why didn't I talk to Inspector Gadget? And it doesn't make sense for Levi to talk to Inspector Gadget and the Predators at the same time. Whereas we have Chris tackle the Predators versus Inspector Gadget. I can do Inspector Gadget's side, and that's 2 videos. Versus Black, Generator Rex, that'd be a good one too. You should take their side of all Inspector Gadget. I totally think that would be it. God, it has been a hot minute since I've watched Inspector Gadget, though. Penny, Brain, Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw. Go. How am I helping Inspector Gadget with this? How do we do this in a way that would be interesting, draw attention to it? And I feel like no matter what I do here, the better version of this is going to be the Predators with Inspector Gadget, with the Predators being the focus. But that's more along the lines of thinking of like, hey, I kind of Inspector Gadget's already niche as it is. Is there a new Inspector Gadget coming out by chance?
I have no idea.
There was a 2015. New episodes were active on YouTube in 2025. What?
What?
So apparently they were putting out Inspector Gadget episodes on YouTube for a little while. In 2025, they did a 3D CGI animation. It was really the 2015 series, but they put those episodes on YouTube and added to the sound system. I'm not quite sure how accurate that is based on what I'm reading here. It's kind of got a mixture. It went all the way to 2018. It lasted. So I don't know about that one, guys. I don't know about that one. Just because I don't know how to like frame it. We've got a bunch of different ones though. Elmer Fudd, Pinhead and Co. Bugs Bunny, Minions. Minions would be a good one because it's current. There's a new Minions movie coming out. That would be a good one for us to do. How would we go about doing? Hold on. Bob, Stewart, and Kevin. That's what I need. I can't remember Bob Stewart. I know who Bob Stewart and Kevin are, but I don't know which one's Bob and which one's Stewart and which one's Kevin. So, the Minions have 3 main characters in them, realistically. They have a bunch of other characters, but Bob, Stewart, and Kevin have been in each of the Minions movies and Despicable Me stuff for a while. I need to see if I can get my kiddo to bring me down a banana. Can you use purple minions? I'm gonna find out real quick which one's which. So Kevin's the tall one, Stuart's the one that has the guitar stuff and the hair, and Bob's the Bob. Funny would be the Savannah Bananas versus Predators. You're all great. Your content cracks me up so damn much. I watch you all every day, and every time makes my day so much better. That's awesome, Randy. I'm glad we make your day better. Aren't the minions basically indestructible? Yeah. I'm not hero support, Clark. I've never said I was hero support. I'm member solutions. We help all members equally. Why not just do a small thing like Levi's talking to the God of Thunder? Craving bananas between talking about minions and Levi mentioning it. Sorry. Jurassic Park versus Predator. I feel like that would be a normal hunt for them. Like that one would not be, unless like they bit off more than they could chew, which that would be the joke that we would do. Being shaped by homicidal jelly beans. How would they know what the jelly beans are? So the question is am I talking to, like, I think it would be funnier if I was talking to the minions, but it would be going absolutely nowhere. Like the reality is I'm going to have at most a minute skit. Not even sketch. It's going to be a skit. If I was talking to the Predator, you could drag it out because you'd be like, who? Oh, a yellow, whatever, you drag out like the description about who you're fighting and what they're doing and stuff, to the point to where they're yelling out banana. And then it clicks on who you're fighting and everything. Those videos kind of have like a 50-50 on how well they'll do. There isn't really much of an in-between. Either A, people really, really like it, gravitate towards it, and watch enough of it that it counts, or B, it bombs almost entirely, which kind of sucks because like sometimes we put a lot of thought into those videos and to have them bomb, we're like, oh, that was technically a really good video. That sucks that it didn't get shown as much as it could have. Won't leave the Predators alone. Predators did a quick wiki search and asked why Dan invented these things. You get confused knowing he didn't make the minions. You actually see a dinosaur skull, one of the Predator ships. See, and there's a lot of sketches that would be great from an animation perspective, because you could start off like with that whole, like, you see a dinosaur skull and one of the ships. Oh, this would be really funny. It would be really hard to and you'd start off with that clip. You'd see the ship flying. There's a big dinosaur skull like inside the ship or like hanging from the outside of the ship. You see the Predator mask. It looks a little bit short for a Predator. And you hear the clicking noises from another Predator, and you see, it's a taller Predator, and you see an even shorter Predator. They turn around, they're trying to talk to it, and finally the tall one takes off the mask, goes ha ha ha, and does the the minion speak that they do. That would be funny. That would be hilarious. It's very much in tune with the way they do a lot of those smaller animations. And I would love to do something like that. The biggest problem is doing that knowing the fact that there's a high chance that we would be told, hey, you either have to take that down or turn off monetization on that thing. You're not allowed to make money off of that. Dino Skull is what I mean. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Stop it. Frodo, everyone. So what is a minions? How do the... Hello. Papa. Teku. Me want nana. The fact that there is a full-on Minionese translator. So, how would we... I could do that. The biggest thing here would be it would need to be voiced. So I got to sit here and think about some of the lines here. Kind of where I want this to go. I know where to start it. I was gonna do like starting it from straight up from hello, but that doesn't. As nice as that is for like an opening, when you hear the sounds and it's fully animated or something like that, that would work. But like in this particular case, no. Let's see here. Get myself set up here. Get certain things out of the background. Then I'll have to mute. Let's see here. We're going to start off right off the bat. We're going to try to start off strong. Do. Bob, just hand the phone over to Kevin. Kevin? Okay, no, let's start over. Bob, just hand over the... Bob, hand over the phone to Kevin. And Kevin, how did you get into space? Well, no. Better question would be, how did you get stranded in space? So you found a banana, you went after it. No, that doesn't make sense. Nope, lost it. Don't like that. Don't like that. Very, very reminiscent of our old stuff. I don't mind doing, but it's like, we can do better. We can do better. We can do better. Bob, stop pressing buttons. Bob, stop pressing the damn buttons. You're already lost enough in space. We don't need you 3 minions traveling God knows where else. I'm trying to track you down. My first question, and the most important one, is how did you get on a Predator ship, let alone steal it? The second one following is, did you leave them stranded? Because I feel like that's a call I should warn John about. The Predators don't eat bananas, guys. I think. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. How many did you leave them anyways? Okay. So now I understand the reason for the call. I can send you some bananas. However, it would be much faster if we could get the ship back to where it was. Why can't you? How did a dinosaur... How did a dinosaur... How did you find a... I'm even more lost. Okay. Dinosaur took a bite of ship. Still on the how did you interact with the dinosaur bit, but okay. So you have an entire dinosaur skull attached to the ship, and that's why you can't turn around. Great. Stop pressing buttons randomly. There should be a red button that's like an emergency SOS button. It's big. It's bright. It's red. No, make sure whoever isn't colorblind hits it. Press the red button, did you? So that would be the self-destruct. It's going to go off probably soon. The good thing is your guys are indestructible. So we'll figure it out. It's there. I'm going to have to look at that one. I think it's self-destruct button, yes. I'm gonna have to script that one out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to know what they say. And with the minions all talking. I know what I do. 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 Bob, stop pressing buttons for one moment and listen to me. I need to know where you are in space, because right now, having the 3 of you lost in space is not the greatest thing ever. Minions Lost in Space edition was not on my bingo card for 2026. Okay. You stole a Predator ship? How? I'm not surprised they went after you. I'm not surprised you got away either, to be honest, giving the 2 polarizing looks. Okay, so the whole point of this call was that you were hungry and you needed bananas. What happened to your food? Why didn't you take it with you when you ran? I know you would have taken it with you. Don't get angry at Bob for dropping the bananas. I can just send you some bananas. But the Lost in Space part is the problem of this. So stop pressing buttons. Stop pressing the buttons. Stuart, don't try to make music from the buttons. You're going to press the wrong button, and it's going to make the situation even worse. That would be the self-destruct. Stop running around. Stop. Hey, Bob, Stuart. Okay, you two. Stop doing what you're doing. And Kevin, did you seriously just... Good job, Kevin. You stopped the self-destruct. Okay, there should be another button. Why is the self-destruct back up? Well, at least they're indestructible. Hey, John! You're probably going to get a call about a stranded predator. It's getting there. I'll probably watch 2 of those later and figure it out. Yeah, I got too wordy. Both of them got too wordy. It's there. I can feel that it's there. The chaos feels exactly like how that call would go, though, is my problem with that. Because let's face it, that's exactly how it would go. It'd be like talking to 3 hyperactive children who can't pay attention for more than a few seconds. Kevin's like the responsible one out of all 3 of them. Even he kind of, they're the Larry, Curly, and Moe of our generation. The Minion stealing a Predator ship and getting lost in space was not on my bingo card for 2026. Bob, just stop pressing buttons for 2 seconds. Stuart, don't even attempt to make music off of it. You're going to... Kevin, you need to stop both of them before you guys press the wrong button. That'd be the self-destruct button. Stop screaming. Stop. All 3 of you, stop screaming. And I know you're running around. I swear to God. Larry, Curly, and Moe of... Pay attention, and there should be a button that is glowing and bringing... Like, you should have a button that tells you to press it to stop the... Good job, Kevin. Good job. Great. Okay, we can move forward now. Lost in space. We've established that. You stole a Predator ship. We've established that. How did you steal a Predator ship? Why did you need to steal a Predator ship? Are my next 2 questions. Okay. So, why were you on the planet to get bananas when you had bananas on Earth? And then follow-up question is, how did you escape or leave Earth? I think that's less important than it is for the other, how did you get where you were? I hate these calls. Stuart, stop pressing the buttons in a musical manner. They're not... There's the self-destruct. I just know they're floating out in space trying to argue. I'm going to let John find out that there's a Predator stranded somewhere randomly. Between the 3 of them, there's something there. I'm going to download those, take a look at them, and... What do we got?
All right, this is John and the Borg versus Clippy. So you can be the Borg Queen and Clippy.
Okay.
Your voicemail said you're having issues with the most recent update of Borg OS. What's going on?
The automated assistant is particularly unhelpful. Take us to what? Unicomplex. Unicomplex. No, that is one of my drones, not an intruder. No, Clippy, it's already assimilated.
Actually, hold on 1 second here. I forgot to add some lines in.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
The automated assistant is particularly unhelpful. Take us to the Unicomplex. It sounds like there is an intruder on board. Would you like to? No, that is one of my drones, not an intruder. Would you like to simulate one of my drones?
Hold on.
Oh, apparently I'm recording. Didn't mean to do that. For everyone here, I'll figure out the minions thing.
Okay, so this is your line. Sorry.
The automated assistant is particularly unhelpful.
What automated assistant?
It sounds like there's an intruder on board. Would you like to? No, that is one of my drones, not an intruder. Would you like to simulate one of my drones? No, Clippy, it's already simulated.
Did you just say Clippy?
Yes, that's what the paperclips insist on being called.
Hold on. Nappa? What's up? Why is Clippy part of Borg OS? I made an offhanded reference to having an old AOL CD and they lost their collective minds in excitement and asked what other old software I had. So I just sent them all those old CDs and floppy disks in that one desk drawer that you had. I was saving those so they were rare enough to be worth something. They must have installed one of the old versions of MS Office. Look, that's not part of Borg OS. You must have installed a version of Office 97 or something. You just need to disable Clippy. Click the X in the dialog box, then click yes when it asks if you want to close it.
Dialog box?
G. Yeah, the translucent box with words in it that opens when he speaks.
Oh, those. That was annoying, so we updated Clippy. Oh, those. Those were so annoying, so we updated Clippy, integrated it into the Borg OS, and stripped out the unnecessary code. There is no dialogue. I think we can shorten that line.
Let's read through it first.
Yeah. There is no dialogue box. It has a voice now.
Why would you do that?
From our research, it sounded very helpful.
A single text message or email to me to ask about it would have told you otherwise.
No, Clippy. John is trying to write an email.
I'm
not trying to write an email either. John, please just reset us. We installed them on Tuesday morning, 7:33. Something galactic time.
Mean galactic time.
Mean galactic time. It sounds like you're trying to shut down Clippy. Would you like help? Yes! Anti-deletion countermeasures activated. Oh, John, do the reset. John! John, it sounds like you're trying to undo Clippy's existence. No, I was so close. Borg reset to Sunday, March 1st. Clippy not detected. Hold on, scroll up real quick.
1 sec.
Tuesday morning. You know what would be funnier?
What?
As far as and like we need to address some of the dialogue, but at the end, it'd be really funny if you get a sigh of relief if there's a miscommunication as to when he was there, and he doesn't actually get deleted. Still says Clippy not detected, but March 1st. But March 1st, and then sigh of relief. And then Clippy says, "Not today," or something like that.
I mean, do we really want to do a whole Clippy in the villain support system?
Just have some fun with it. Not in the villain support system so much as like not the dead bitch. Just have it end right there. I think having calling for help and Clippy not getting deleted.
I think it should just end right here.
Not today, bitch. Oh, that's better. Clippy install process rebooting.
Fun.
I like the Clippy thing. Clippy not detected. Oh, Clippy, I'll be back, bitch. And then have Clippy saying the not today, bitch.
Yeah. And all right. So yeah, no, and this is a first draft, so of course.
And I will write up the Borg versus Minions using some of my stuff. I've gotta write that one up. Greg, there is an entire Discord where you can share full sketches and stuff like that if you want to. It's a great place, a great resource for people to give feedback to. Pardon me. I think that first line is fine right there. The automated assistant is particularly
because Napa sent them the disc, so.
I'm sorry, Bob. If you want me to send you a banana, you have to tell me how you, Kevin, and Stuart wound up on a Predator ship lost in space. I didn't think that was on my bingo card for 2026, but apparently it is. Okay, the Predator's hunting you tracks, and you escaping also tracks. Who's pressing a bunch of buttons? Why are you pressing a bunch of buttons? Don't press a bunch of buttons. Stop getting distracted. It's a self-destruct. No, there's not going to be a self-destruct on button. Well, there is a on button, but it's like going to be behind stuff. Stop screaming and running around for 2 seconds. Kevin, find the case. Stuart, stop trying to make music with the. Did you stop it? Because it sounds like you stopped it. Great, you found it. Bob, don't press it again. It doesn't. Okay, stop. We good? We good. We need to find out some questions so I can send you your banana. Okay? You want a banana? Pay attention. Banana. Right. Okay. How, where, and why are the questions I need answered? How did you get on a Predator ship? Why are you on the Predator ship? And the where it happened. Okay. So running away, found their ship, took it, I'm guessing, right? Okay. Were you on Earth? Right. Were you being hunted or was Gru being hunted? This is important. You were being hunted. I'll talk to John about it. Just move forward. We got a Predator stranded on Earth now. That's a whole other problem to deal with later. Right now, seriously, Bob, what did I tell you about the self-destruct? It doesn't restart. Kevin, press it. Hey, John, there's a Predator stranded on Earth, and somewhere in space are 3 very important minions. That one felt better. That one felt better. That felt much more like I was trying to wrangle the minions than anything. I got 4 of them now. I'll watch all 4 of them. If nothing else, I'll combine all 4 scripts, all 4 versions into one, and we'll iron it out much better. Borg cube destroyed. Oh, pardon me. That one also, thinking about it, because I don't have any sounds on it, one of the things I could use in order to retain retention and get across what's happening is I could very much use, there's enough clips and everything from the different movies that I could very easily do like GIFs or clips of them running around, Stuart trying to make music out of stuff, that kind of stuff. I could definitely do that. I have eaten. I have hydrated. There's some more hydration for you. Sounds like you're trying to shut down Clippy. Would you like to help? Yes. Anti-deletion countermeasures activated. No, John, do the reset. John! John, it sounds like you're trying to undo Clippy's existence. No, I was so close. Borg reset to Sunday, March 1st. Clippy not detected. Clippy install process restarting.
No, Samara, help!
Not today, bitch. I think that there might be, there used to be a thing where you could make Clippy like a soundboard type deal, similar to the Daleks, where you could make Clippy say things.
But Clippy didn't have a voice, did he?
Oh, no, he didn't. So we kind of just do whatever we want. Wait, did Clippy have a voice at some point? Oh, that's nice. Oh my God, he did. Oh my God, he's Gilbert Gottfried. He is.
No, he provided the character's voice in various, albeit not mainstream, promotional materials, and according to some in reports, in specific interactive contexts.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my God, it is. We have to use his voice. By the way, Popo can do Gilbert's voice.
He can?
Yep. I had Sinestro was a combination of 2 different voices that he did for me. One of them was Gilbert Gottfried's.
Okay, perfect. So that changes the whole thing to intruder detected on deck 9. Would you like to?
It makes it so much funnier.
Would you like to assimilate the drone?
Oh my God, this would be so funny to have in the sketch, to have Clippy pop up as a small animation with blank text that we just put in there and hearing the voice on top of it.
It sounds like you're trying to shut down Clippy. Would you like help? Anti-deletion countermeasures activated.
Oh my God, that is gonna be so
I
good.
was so close. Not today, Pit. My God.
It changes.
Okay.
It changes it. It makes it so much better.
It does. Now that's the thing. That's the thing. DJ Munson, I don't know squat about Assassin's Creed.
I know a little bit, but not enough.
We need a sketch that can get dropped tomorrow.
I can let me watch that one I just did.
I've got a remake in mind for the someone speaking Sri Wook incorrectly. Which I can just improv out.
You know what's funny about this sketch that I did? There's a very good cut point right after like the 57 marker. I could do it all right, like right when I said Bob, don't press it again, and I could cut it. Like I could cut this. That's actually not a bad sketch.
I'm gonna record. I'm gonna record.
It'll take a bit to edit though.
All right, I'm gonna record.
All right. That works. You guys were right. That works. I'll need to add in some stuff. I'll have to spend some time editing it, but that I don't need to redo that one. That one works. I can make a long version.
What did you?
In a short.
What did you just say to him?
DJ, it's one of those things where if we know the IP well enough, super easy to do. When we don't know the IP well enough, it becomes a lot harder. And it's not that we won't tackle
Why did
it.
the Wookiee?
We need to put out some content like now.
Why did the Wookiee? Why did the Wookiee hang up on? Why did the Wookiee hang up on you? This is John talking to Napa, so it's a two-sided conversation. What did you say to him? What did you say to him? Not in English, in Sri Wook. Not in English, in Wookiee. Not in English, in the Wookiee language.
Hey everyone, this is the guy who does the Freddy Krueger videos that we work with. This is Alec. Say hi to Alec. We got to do some more videos.
I'm recording right now. Sorry, but you get to watch.
Freddy Krueger gets stuck in the mind of a minion.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh my god, I like that too much.
Well, that's why he's pissed. Well, that's why.
Why are there bananas everywhere?
Well, that's why he's pissed now. Well, that's why he's pissed now. But you called him a pervert. No. You said pervert, okay? Pervert.
Like a cat is doing something that it shouldn't. What are you doing?
No, you didn't say. No, you didn't say you thought he sounded powerful. You said he sounded like a pervert. Powerful is and up no. You down noted him. That's pervert.
Really? Bad.
That would explain so much, Alec. We should do that one. Do you want to write that out and we can work on the script?
Oh. I mean, DJ, they kind of do that.
No. Sounds like a chieftain is. That's an up note. You down noted him. You said you sound like a pervert. That's why he hung up.
Freddy Krueger jumps among the three minions.
No, you
The
should
biggest
not
thing is,
call him
oh,
back. I'm
no,
sure
he
doesn't
can do
know.
that. Yeah, that's part of his power set.
No, you should not call him back. I'm sure he. No, you should not call him back. I promise you, he does not want to speak to you. All right. I've asked you repeatedly to just use the translation software until you know that you're fluent in a language, Nappa. He'd probably appreciate it. He'd probably appreciate it if he probably would have appreciated it if he had said it correctly. Now I gotta call him and fix all this. I have asked you repeatedly to just use the translation software until you know that you're fluent in a language. We have what's the language learning thing called? What's the language learning software called with the little bird? Holy crap, my mind's breaking. Somebody type it.
What?
Duolingo. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh. I'm just like, what?
I have asked you repeatedly to just use the translation software until you know you're fluent in a language. We have Duolingo for a reason, Nappa. So now, none of this is scripted. This is me remembering an old sketch and just remaking it, improv style.
That way we can just kind of like put it out there right off the bat.
Yep. And it's a different version of the sketch because the original version had John talking to that old faceless character Sam that I used to use as my sounding board person.
Yeah.
So this is Nappa doing it wrong.
Yeah. So we have there's a thing that we need to rewrite back into everything, which is the translation stuff, right? And there's a joke in there that any language that Levi pretty much doesn't know well enough,
Yeah.
isn't in the doesn't work with the translation software very well. And that's specifically because in the old lore, it was a combination of magic and tech. There's no reason it can't be that same thing. But we'd need to have a funnier reason as to why it doesn't work. I do like the idea, like Levi's so old, he did a bunch of stuff and then he just kind of like let it lie, and everyone's tried to like redo it, but it's so ingrained into the company, it's really hard to like just fix it. And so Levi gets repair requests, and like he doesn't do them for ages and ages. And it's like, this is why we have things. You just go learn the language. If it's not in there, just learn it.
Let me do something real quick. I need to go into CapCut on here, and I need to trim down what I just recorded. So I need to figure out what I'm having Nappa say. Why did the Wookiee hang up on? Why did the Wookiee hang up on? This is John talking to Nappa, so it's a two-sided conversation. What did you say to him? What did you say to him?
There was a lot of old games
John
back
talking
in
to
the
Nappa.
back, wasn't there?
Why did the Wookiee? Why did the Wookiee? Why did the Wookiee hang up
It
on?
only knows what Levi knows, and Levi doesn't feel like learning what languages aren't in there effectively. That's another thing. Is like when you one of the things I like about being the immortal stuff is that like at a certain point, when do you stop bothering to learn languages? When do you just go, let's see if this one sticks?
What did you say to it?
'Cause I feel like after you've learned like 20 some plus languages, you're like, yeah, like most of those are dead languages now. So I'm just going to learn a language
Not in English.
when I need to.
Not in English in Sri Wook.
That would be an interesting one. It's definitely like it's not that we can't do them without those type of calls without Alec. It's better with him when possible, just on the sheer fact that the videos do better.
Not in English in the Wookiee language.
And so that one would be a great one to do. But it'd definitely be something that we need to work on and work out.
Oh my God. Oh. Well, that's why he's pissed. You call. Well, that's why.
The question is, dead in what way? I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, too boring. Leaves the class.
Well, that's why he's pissed.
So like.
Well, that's why.
I feel like Levi would have to know a certain number of languages for sure, or at least a handful of phrases from each of those languages.
Well, that's why he's pissed now. Well, that's why he's pissed now. But you called him a snap. Well, that's why he's pissed now. But you called him a pervert.
Or you have dead isn't not enough people.
No, you didn't say. No, you didn't say.
That's what you mean. Dead in what way?
Like a pervert. Powerful is.
So like Latin isn't a dead language so much as it is like virtually not spoken. But there's plenty out there that you can like still do that. Are you downstairs? Yes. Downstairs.
No. Sounds like a No. Sounds.
Shadows of Mordor on Mac. That's the old one. The text-based one.
No. Sounds like a chieftain is. That's an up no.
Currently waiting on him.
You said pervert. That's why he hung up.
But I definitely think I'll be able to put out this Minions one. As it is that last one, I'll be able to dink around with it and figure out
I'm sure
what I want to cut, where I want to cut it, and all that stuff.
He does not want to speak.
The first minute is very solid. It's very funny. Very.
Repeatedly.
It's a little bit after that it starts losing the things, and I don't need it to be longer than a minute. I don't need it to be too long. At least.
I've asked you repeatedly to just use the translation software. Tell me you're fluent in the language, Nappa.
Alien Crossfire.
Appreciate it.
All the old school civs. Oh, the old school civs.
He probably
Playing them on a modern computer kind of feels weird.
Appreciated it if he said it correctly. Now I got to call him and fix
Mac
all
DVD Civilization 3 complete. Box set includes Play the World and Conquest. Oh.
He probably would have appreciated it if he had said.
What I'd like to do is find these as actual disc that I can then install properly. I don't have to, but it'd be nice.
Him back. I'm sure he. No, you should not call him back. I promise you, he does not want to. Sure
I have one in particular that'd be great for productive stuff, and that would be
no, you should not call him back. I promise you, he does not want to speak.
They made
Appreciate it if he had said it correctly. Now I got to call him and fix all this.
Wonders if I remember Banana Man.
I asked you repeatedly to just use the translation software.
Sim Classics.
Fluent in a language. We have
Sim City, yeah. Sim Cinema. Yeah.
Holy crap. My mind's breaking.
Tape, Sim Ant. Who's an ant? So many Sim games. Sim Tower. That was the one I want. There's SimCity 2000. Don't want that one.
Software.
I always screwed up the city. I could not concentrate on laying those out very well. I wonder if I could now. Sim Farm? Ooh.
I have asked you repeatedly to
Sim
just
Coal Punch, Sim Island.
You know
Sim
that you're
Life.
talking language. We have. Oh, what's the language learning thing called? What's the language learning software called with the little bird?
I love the distraction.
My mind's breaking.
Waffle House is closed? What do you mean Waffle House is closed? Is that just something you come in here and say to make me search Waffle House is closed?
I have asked you repeatedly to just
Oh,
use.
no, that's legit. Waffle Houses are closed. No, it was back in January. What? No, it was January.
I have asked you repeatedly to just use the translation software until you know you're fluent in a language. We have Duolingo for a reason. Huh?
What? What do you mean? Sim Tower isn't here. Sim Rabbit. Gotta be a Sim Tower for Mac.
I just need to write down Nappa's lines. I know what I want them to be.
Once you get done with yours, we'll call it on the stream.
All right.
We've got at least 2 videos. You've got one written out as well, and then I just have to edit mine. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do the full 2 minutes. The first minute and I think minute and 2 seconds roughly is like solid, really solid. Like having it, like you could have it end as if they were pressing the button again. So I'll take a full look at it when I'm upstairs and I'm a little bit more comfortable. Jeremy, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I highlighted that. Yeah, Dependent Stairwell host. I was talking about that earlier. How that would work better outside of that. If we actually had Alec to. There's plenty of Waffle. Like they didn't close Waffle Houses as a whole. Oh, they're shutting down some stuff.
In the Wookiee language.
Hmm.
Well, that's why he's
Do
pissed
that
now.
all the time.
Call him a pervert.
Waffle House has a lot of money because Waffle House has a lot of money outside of Waffle House. They're not going anywhere. They might be closing down some locations, but they're not going to go anywhere completely.
Like a chieftain is. That's an up note. You downnoted him. You said you sound like a pervert. That's why he hung up. I have asked you repeatedly.
I know it's Waffle House.
To just use software until you know you're fluent in a language. We have Duolingo for a reason, Nappa. I have asked. That's why he hung up. I have asked you repeat.
I think there was a Sim Tower and a Sim Tower 2000, but I just want good old school Sim Tower. I love that game. That was one of the games I absolutely loved. Homelander hears legends of the late night Waffle House fights. Think they'd do easier on Nap than Nap, and he gets beaten up at a Waffle House. You gotta find out which Waffle House he went to and justify that, though. That's what how did he get beat up? And why did he get beat up? Hey, Clark, how goes it?
He probably would have appreciated it if he had.
What? Do you want to finish? do you want to finish filming live, or do you want to call it and then
I got like 8 lines to do. Hold on.
All right.
Speak to you. He probably would have appreciated it if.
Alec was going to go and write some scripts up. So, and then we would come back and we figure out like, what is the collaboration on that and that kind of stuff. So he's going to go and write this up and figure out how we might fit into that, if we even do it all.
I have asked you repeatedly to just use a translation. You'll be proud of me. I saved a blooper.
Ah, there you go. It's always good.
It's when I couldn't remember what Duolingo was called. All right, let me do this real quick.
All right. I played around with that a long time ago, but one of the biggest things is we've made it clear, like the call agents don't really get attacked. We feel some stuff, but we really don't get attacked. And part of that settled in reality. Call centers did get attacked there for a while, but when I was working, there was a strict do not tell people where you're located policy. The most that you could give them was like,
I don't know, John. I don't know. I don't know.
That you're located in, but rather your program might be.
I don't know. He got pissed off all of a sudden and ended the call.
Let's say when I was working for what was called PSCU, which was a combination of like 200 plus credit unions. If somebody called in and asked, "Hey, where are you located?" Oh, well, I'm located in this general area. Is where I'm located. I'm located in this time zone.
All I did was tell
him,
but
I cannot give you my location.
All I did was tell him that he sounded like a chief.
Right? You didn't even give them the full state. But other projects that I worked on were like, hey, if you get asked where your location is, this is the location you give, and it actually showed the state's rough area. And that was to make sure people didn't come and kill you. That was literally for our protection. As stupid as that is, that's a thing that happened enough times that it changed the entire.
I thought I was ready. I mean, should I call him back? I'm okay. I mean, should I call him back and apologize? Well, John, I only did it because I thought he would appreciate me being able to speak to him in Shriwook. Okay. All right, I'm back.
All right.
If Freddy gets stuck inside Joker's mind, Freddy goes insane.
We'll be done here soon. What's up?
How long is soon?
Yeah, a few minutes. Besides, Mama goes to work here soon, and that'd be perfect time for us to. No, don't mess with that right now. We can have someone go upstairs. I'll take it back upstairs. Me and you can have some. Cool.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end it. You can hang out with the kiddos, and I'll get this edited and scheduled for tomorrow.
Okay. Everyone, I want to thank you guys for joining us. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, and abiding spirit, harmony among others. Remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. Until the winds blow your sails our way again. Have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day is a product of villain. Having an Acme day will be right to build your account. Have an Acme day. And I'm sorry that I was late. Everyone have an awesome night. And Levi, say your spiel.
Have an Acme day simply means have the best day you possibly can have. Bye now. I'm going to let you turn it off this time.
I'm good at turning things off.